So, what happens when you mix age-old farming wisdom with the latest cutting-edge tech? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. We're looking at a super unique international degree that's all about creating the next wave of agricultural leaders. It's the Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Production Technology and Product Management.
Okay, so the secret sauce behind this whole program, it's a partnership between two absolute powerhouses in agriculture. Thailand, which is, a global leader in tropical farming and food, and China, a total pioneer in agrotech and massive-scale farming. And this isn't just for show. This collaboration is the real deal. It's what makes the whole experience so different. And that right there makes you wonder, right? What does the future of farming actually look like? I mean, if you're thinking of like old school fields and basic plows, you got to update that mental picture. The future is all about tech, it's driven by data, and it's completely global.
So, this program, it's basically your roadmap to navigate that high-tech future. Let's break it down and see how it gets students ready to be leaders in this brand new world of agriculture.
All right, so the whole thing is built on this really cool 3+1 model. And it's not just a list of classes. Think of it more like a 4-year adventure. It's designed to take a student from the absolute basics, the foundation, all the way to being fully integrated on an international level.
So here's the game plan for that journey. Year 1, that's all about building a solid foundation. Then in Year 2, you're diving deep into technology. Year 3 shifts focus to business and management. And then the grand finale in Year 4, that's when it all comes together with full integration right there on the ground in China.
So over those 4 years, you'll be racking up a total of 121 credits to get that Bachelor of Science degree.
And check out how those credits are split up. See that massive chunk right there? That's 91 credits, almost 3/4 of the entire degree, all focused squarely on your major. That tells you everything, right? This program is all about going deep and really specializing.
Okay, let's zoom in a bit, starting with Year 1, building that foundation. This is where you master all the must-know stuff before you can get to the more advanced topics.
What's really smart about this first year is how it mixes classic science, biology, chemistry, with the skills you're going to need for the future. You jump right into digital tech, and this is huge. You start learning Chinese, but specifically for the tech world. It's all about building that complete toolkit right from the get-go.
All right, so once that base is solid, the middle years of the program are all about mastering tech and business. This is where you move past the theory and start picking up those real, practical skills that everyone's looking for in modern agriculture.
And if we dig a little deeper into those 91 credits for the major, you can see the main pillars of the program. You've got modern production tech, you've got data systems, modern agribusiness, and maybe most importantly, you've got hands-on field experience. That's key because it makes sure the stuff you learn in the classroom actually connects to the real world.
And that means you're not just reading about it, you're getting your hands on the most advanced tools out there. Students learn how to actually use smart farming tech, like IoT sensors for live data, drones to keep an eye on crops, and AI to take all that info and make smarter decisions with it.
But hey, having the coolest tech in the world doesn't mean much if you don't have a solid business plan, right? That's why the program makes sure you master the business side too. Everything from digital marketing to sell what you grow to figuring out the complicated world of global logistics to get it where it needs to go. So, the tech toolkit you end up with is pretty stacked. We're talking about getting good with IoT for precision farming, using AI for data analytics, mastering drones and GIS mapping, and really understanding how modern farm automation works. And then, on the business end, you're building the skills to actually get your products out there. You'll master logistics and supply chains, whip up digital marketing plans, get a handle on finance and investment for agriculture, and learn how to build a whole business plan from scratch. Okay, so all this learning, all these new skills, it all leads up to the final year, which is spent entirely in China. I mean, this is the grand finale. It's where every single piece of the puzzle, the tech, the business, the culture, it all clicks into place.
The whole theme for this year is integration and innovation. Basically, it's your shot to take all that tech, business, and language knowledge and use it to solve actual, real-world problems on a massive international stage.
So this whole China experience is this amazing mix of high-level classes and getting your hands dirty. You're studying international agribusiness, taking some really cool advanced electives, and at the same time, you're working on a final project and doing a professional internship. It's the ultimate test of everything you've learned, but in a totally new setting.
So, after 4 years of this incredible journey, what's the payoff? Simple. You get to launch a career walking in totally prepared for whatever the future of the agri-tech industry throws at you.
And we're not talking about just any old jobs here. These are what you'd call future-proof careers. Graduates are walking out ready to be a smart farm manager, an agribusiness analyst, a modern agricultural technologist, an entrepreneur in the digital ag space, or a quality control officer in a market that spans the globe.
When you get right down to it, this program is about so much more than just a piece of paper. It's a pathway to becoming a real leader in a field that's, well, it's absolutely critical for the future of our planet. So I guess the only question left to ask is, are you ready to grow the future?